Okay, so I hope you're doing well. I've had the most crazy, amazing day, and I want to tell you a little bit about it because any little piece of a God hug that anybody can come up on in this crazy season, spread that bad boy around. So, I am in the middle of a really, really, really hard time, just a very hard time, personally speaking. It's just a bit of a crucible right now. And it happens. So, it's just one of these seasons where, gosh, I can't think of a day in the past several days where I haven't just randomly bust out into tears a few times a day. Like, it's just a hard time. And today was no different. But at some point, I went to the grocery store. I'm in Atlanta visiting my aunts. And I came here for some business that fell through. It's messed me up. It's just, it's affected all the things. And so I've just kind of been in a hard space, you know what I'm saying? And today is actually the anniversary of my stroke. I think it's been 4 years now, you guys. The stroke affected my short-term memory. I really don't have long-term effects at all. But every once in a while, my memory, I'm like, huh? Just on simple things. So, for example, I could say it was 4 years. I could say it was yesterday. I'm not going to do that. But I believe it's been 4 years. And as you know, the stroke very nearly killed me. I had achieved a major nerve when I came to Nashville. Gosh. When did I get to Nashville? Like 2003. It was my dream then. I graduated in 2002, got to college maybe 2003, 2005. To sing with CeCe Winans. And in 2018, I finally got to be a part of her team. Had been traveling with her, touring with her, doing all kinds of stuff. She and I were great friends, are still great friends, but at the time it was just like, it was all so new, you know? And maybe it wasn't 2018. Anyway, you'll figure it out when I tell you this part. COVID had just happened and shut the world down, like brand spanking new, shut the world down. So, the Gospel Music Awards and the Christian Music Awards happened at separate times. We were going to do the Stellar Awards, which are for the Gospel Music Awards. And so because of COVID, everybody couldn't, gather in large, we couldn't gather together. We couldn't be together. And so what they decided to do to cut down on all the things was that CeCe Winans' band was the house band, and the band and singers performed with all of the performing artists that night. So, as you know, at award shows, they will often have several performances by various artists or whatever. And so the Stillers are no different. In this case, I can't remember who all was performing, but, several big-time gospel stars. Now, the day before the Stellars, I was talking with my mom about what it's going to wear. I was trying to be cute, honey. I picked out my good wig. I was like, oh, yes, honey, I'm about to be on TV. I'm about to be on TV with CeCe. We got to have the good hair on. I had my little outfit ready, but I had this headache that was next level. Like, I could not get over it. Oh my gosh, it was so bad that my girlfriend Jahada, who lived like 5 minutes up the way, sent her daughters over to my house, and they came and they picked up Yaya because they just wanted to give me a break. And they picked her up and took her back to their house, which we did that all the time. All the time she was over there. Or they would be with me. But I guess they could tell that something was wrong because apparently they told her They call me Auntie, and they were like, "Something's wrong with Auntie, Mommy. Like, something is wrong with Auntie." I had this headache that would not quit. It was unlike any kind of pain. Now, what I know now is that, the base of the brain is called the cerebellum. And what I know now is that I was busy building a tumor on the base of my brain. So I had this massive head rush. This massive head pain because all of the blood and the fluid was rushing through my head. I was having a stroke, and creating this grapefruit-sized cyst, tumor, whatever. It was pain like, it was pain like you would not believe. So now, being independent contractor, as most vocalists are, we will often push through whatever pain to the gig, and then you go home and treat that pain later because you're not going to miss no money or opportunity because you got a little headache or toothache or whatever ache. You just work through it. In my case, I was really bad to myself. I did not take care of my body. I did not listen to my body. And the last thing I was going to do was miss out singing with Cece on the Stellars because of a little headache. We're not doing that. But got through several performances, and I told one of the singers that I just wasn't right. I was in so much pain. And apparently, during one of the songs, I got woozy, like, maybe I fell. My aunts were telling me we were rehashing all this today because it's the anniversary. And because my history is my memory is so blurry on several things regarding the stroke, I forgot a lot of it. And so I had forgotten that I had a false alarm at first. I got over it, but I guess one of Cece's assistants was like, you need to go to the hospital. Like, you really need to go to the hospital. Of course, I was like, I am fine. I will go to the doctor after the gig. Like, I'm good. No. Anyway, I ended up falling out during the taping. I fell out. Apparently, my blood pressure was something crazy, like 300 over 300. Like, I coded in the ambulance. And by the time I got to the hospital, I was in a coma, and I remained in a coma for a long time. I don't want to lie, but it was long enough to where when doctors called my parents, they told them if she does live, and it's a very big if she does live, she will be most likely in a vegetative state. Like, she's not gonna come back from this, but most likely she's gonna die. So you need to settle her affairs. So today is the anniversary of that. But I went to the grocery store. This is a completely separate situation. Went to the grocery store today with $2 in my pocket. It was slightly more than two. But I had just a small amount of cash. I need to buy some things, but there was so many buy one, get one frees. A couple of things I didn't even need, I swiped. When I got to the counter, I was over by like $5. And I had told the cashier, listen, blah, blah, blah. I might go over budget, so, before we do the final ring up, let me know, and I might have to take something off. So she told me, she was like, okay, you know what? You're over by $4. I'm going to just pay for it. Look at God. All on today. A God hug. God hug. God sees. He knows. He's aware. That's the moral of the story. Take that with you. He knows. And he cares.